Hi everyone, my name is Sarai Popoca, and for my internship, I worked as a paraeducator. So, how did I find this internship? Well, I was enrolling my son in school, and I was thinking about the internship that I wanted in August, and I wondered, what can I do? I have a little one that's starting school, and I can't work full time. So, the principal had asked me if I wanted to become a paraeducator, and it was only the hours during that my son would be in school, and it could be part time. So I was interested, but I thought maybe it wasn't going to be related to marriage and family studies major. However, as I was talking to the school counselor about the possibility of interning with her, she asked if I would like to get paid for, and again mentioned the paraeducator job. And so, as I looked into the requirements of the paraeducator just job description, I did see that there were a lot of things that aligned with the marriage and family studies, which I'll talk a little bit more about later in the slideshow. Um, so I was surprised again that I could get paid and that I could also work at the same time while my son was in school. And so after having filled out the paperwork for the application process, it took about a week to get interviewed and then fill out the rest of the paperwork itself for the actual to get hired completely. So it took about 2-3 weeks. Um, some of the responsibilities of being a paraeducator. First and foremost, um, we are told that we need to be have certain professional development hours. And so between the time of August and December 1st, at least for this specific um, district, they want us to have 10 hours done by December 1st. And so all these things that are surrounding professional development are things that you actually learn in professional development. There's lessons about behavior managing techniques, learning how to assist the teacher in the classroom, interpersonal skills with others, meaning teachers, staff, and children, protecting a child's privacy, motivating students, being flexible and adaptable, and learning how to monitor the child's progress. So, um, these are a few things that paraeducators are responsible for. Professional development is a requirement. And so I think it's 30 hours total for the whole year. And I do continue to keep working as a paraeducator after I finish this internship. So, what are some of the benefits of having worked for the school? Some of the ways I benefited the school are that I was able to uh, help being in the classroom more often. I think it was hard for the paraeducators to be everywhere at once. And so when I came in, I was able to take a little bit off of that load and spend more time with the children that I had, 45 minutes to an hour for 45 minutes to 30 minutes for each classroom, and I had four of them. Another thing that I was able to help the school benefit with my time being there is that I was able to be flexible and adapted quickly to the circumstances surrounding the paraeducation job as well as the children. So I had to learn to adapt to how the special education and the other paraeducators worked, as well as being able flexible with schedule changes all the time. And in this case, I've had the same schedule since probably week 5 of my internship. And I worked in this internship for about 13 weeks. Um, I also helped the children learn to see their potential. A lot of times, these kids that we help just see the assignment and the task as hard. And so I, along with all the other paraeducators and the special education teacher and their general education teachers, try to help them see their potential as they do assignments and tasks at school. Another thing that I was able to help the school with is I was able to give them another adult that was patient and kind and willing to help a student see their potential. Um, all the paraeducators that I've met, all the staff and all the teachers that I've met, and the children see when someone is kind and when someone wants to help them, and they seek you out too. And so, what are some of the benefits for me? So when like I mentioned at the beginning, I started working. I wasn't sure if my internship was going to be paid or not at first, um, because I thought I was going to be interning with the school counselor. She is so sweet, and so she told me that I could get paid if I worked as a paraeducator. So that was a plus for me in wanting this internship. Another reason is that my son goes to school for 3 hours at the school that I help. And so that was another plus that I could determine the hours that I could work. And so I work from the hours of 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And so I only work also when school is in session. So whenever my son has time off, I'm also off. And so that is a huge plus for me that I can spend time with my son and I can also be at the school when I am needed. So those were huge perks for me. So you're probably wondering what are some of the course connections? Well, in Family 120 and parenting skills, I learned a lot about how to praise a child. There was descriptive and appreciative types of praise. And so thanking them for the hard work that they do, and not only for getting an A or for getting a toy, for example. Those are just very minimal examples, but um, when praising effort and the hard work that they do, they're able to get more satisfaction and they feel the need to be motivated even more. And so that's where the motivation comes in. We learned how to motivate a child, not just by bribing and stuff. Sometimes it works, but not most of the time. So, giving them something to look forward to. I also learned about how to give consequences that are age appropriate, whether that be positive or negative. If they do something correctly, they get this positive consequence. And if they don't, they have a negative consequence. And so all age appropriate again. Another class that I took that really helped me during this internship was Family 300, Infant and Toddler Development. Um, this goes up to the age of 5. And so that's most of the children that I was helping were between those ages. And so I learned about the milestones that they need to hit, as well as language acquisition. Some of these kids that I was helping, um, I sometimes have a hard time understanding what I say, and sometimes I have a hard time understanding what they're saying. But in the end, I always try to make myself clear and, for example, say, hey, this is what's expected. We're going to be working with this today. Do you understand what we're doing today? And so trying to make sure that there's understanding and that they're able to reciprocate back what I'm able to say. And that can be through written, speaking, or signing. Um, and so, would I recommend this internship? 100%. I really have enjoyed my time as a paraeducator, so much so that I'm going to still do it because I did apply for it. But I really love it because I am able to see how children impact we have an impact on children, and how our presence is so important in them being able to see their potential. And I get to learn as well because as a parent, I always want to know what's in the education system. And so this gave me the opportunity to see how marriage and family studies um, also revolves around the educational aspect. And so the internship that I was a part of was part of the McPherson County Special Education Cooperative. And so below I've linked their email and their phone number in case you're in the Kansas area, McPherson area. So thank you so much and have a wonderful day.